Good morning students. How are you all? I hope you all are doing well and you all are very excited because soon your summer vacations are going to start. I wish you all happy holidays. Okay, enjoy yourselves. Okay, time to relax. Okay, time to get up late, have fun. Okay, but don't push your studies back. Okay, you give some time for your studies also. At least 1 hour in a day you must study. Okay, don't think that just because these are the summer vacations, okay, this is the time for holiday and relaxing, you can push your books in the dust. Don't do that. Okay, try to study at least 1 hour in a day. Okay, use this opportunity very well. So today we are going to begin the exercises of punctuation and capital letters. Okay, now children, you must have already seen the video of punctuation and capital letters. So I think you need to have a quick revision. We'll do a quick revision of punctuation and capital letters. First thing, what we have learned in that video, we have learned that what is punctuation. Okay, punctuation are stops or marks that help to make our writing clear and easy to understand. Okay, for example, full stop, comma, question mark, all these are used to make our writing clear and easy to understand. Number first we are learning about is full stop. Okay, we have full stop. Okay, then we learned about comma. Okay, and then we have learned about question mark. And then we have learned about apostrophe. When do we use full stop, children? Number one, at the end of a sentence, and next whenever we are using abbreviations or short forms. Okay, whenever we are using abbreviations, okay, like doctor, B.Ed, M.A, etc. Okay, all these are abbreviations. So after every abbreviation we put a full stop. Let me write down one example for you. Dr. Ram Gupta is now see children, there are two places where I put a full stop. First, after doctor, this is the abbreviation of doctor. Okay. Then I have written Dr. Ram Gupta is driving. My sentence is finishing, so I put a full stop here. Okay, understood? Now we have comma. Now comma is used for three sentences. Number one, when we want to separate words in a sentence, we use comma. For example, I had eggs, comma, bread and milk for breakfast. Okay, you can see here. Okay, look at the sentence. Okay, I had eggs, comma, bread and cheese for breakfast. Now here there are words of similar category coming together. So to separate them in a sentence we use comma. Now the next type of sentence where we use comma is when we separate yes from the whole sentence. For example, if you ask me a question, yes or no type of question, ma'am, may I come inside? Okay, if we are writing, okay, suppose we are writing a dialogue, okay, ma'am, can I come inside? And the answer is yes, you can come inside. So after yes, we have to put a comma to make it clear. Okay, understood? Now, the third thing we use comma, the third type of sentence in which we use comma is when we want to separate the addressee. Okay, whenever we are calling somebody or when we are addressing somebody, we use comma. For example, Vinod, your father is calling downstairs. Okay, your father is calling you downstairs. Okay, here in the sentence we are calling Vinod. Okay, and therefore after the name we have put a comma. Okay, children. So these are the three examples. Okay, one example was, okay, I'll write down one example here. Yes, you can come inside. Okay, here to separate the word yes from the whole sentence we have put a comma here. Okay, now the next one is question mark. Now when do we use question mark? Very simple, when we ask questions. When we want to know about something or somebody, we always ask questions. Yes, and whenever we ask questions, we put a question mark in the end. For example, do you have a pen? Okay, here I am asking a question and therefore I will put a question mark. Now the last punctuation which we have learned is apostrophe. Now when do we use apostrophe, children? Whenever we remove letters between words, we use apostrophe. Okay, whenever we want to remove letters from the words, for example, don't make noise. Okay, so suppose here, children, you can see the word don't is actually the short form of do not. Okay, this is the short form of don't. So what we have done, we have removed the letter O from here and we have put an apostrophe here. So whenever we are using a short form which includes the removing of one letter, we use apostrophe. The second usage of apostrophe is with those sentences that show belongings. Okay, whenever we want to show some belonging or we want to show a relation, okay, we will be using apostrophe. For example, this is my marker. Okay, so we can say as Neetu ma'am's marker. Okay, understood? This is my belonging. So whenever I am using a belonging, for example, I write it down here. Okay, now for example, this is my marker. Okay, this marker belongs to me. So whenever I am showing a belonging, I will be using apostrophe or apostrophe S. Okay, now since when do we use apostrophe and S? Whenever we are talking about a single person. Now suppose I am saying now here we are talking about more than one person. Okay, whenever we are talking about more than one person, whenever we are showing a belonging that is belonging of more than one person, we always use apostrophe only. We don't add S, we only add apostrophe. Okay, understood? Okay, so this is what we have learned about punctuation. Now we have also learnt about capital letters. When do we use capital letters, children? Number one, at the beginning of every sentence. Okay, at the beginning of every sentence we use capital letters. Okay, then for some proper names, whenever we are using proper names in a sentence, we always use capital letters. Okay, and the third thing that I taught you, that the pronoun I, okay, it is always in capital letters. Okay, let me give you few examples of capital letters. Okay, first I've told you, we use capital letters in the beginning of a sentence. So the first example will be like this. Rita is a good girl. Okay, now here children, Rita is a proper name and it is in the beginning of sentence, so we have written in capital letters. But when a proper word, proper noun is in between the sentence also, we have to write in capital letters. For example, I live in Kota. One minute. I live at Kota in Rajasthan. Okay, now here both these names are special names. Okay, it is a special name of a city, it is a special name of a state. Okay, so this will be in capital letters. Also you have seen that the pronoun I is in the beginning. Okay, so I have written in capital letters. But the pronoun I, whether it's in the middle of the sentence or at the end of the sentence, we always write in capital letters. Okay children, so let us now move to the exercises of capital letters and punctuation. Be ready with your books and copies and your pencils. So children, let us begin with our first question. I hope you all have your copies and pencils ready. Okay. So the first question is, rewrite these sentences, use capital letters and punctuation where needed. Okay. So what you have to do, you have to rewrite the whole sentence by adding capital letters and punctuations where it is needed. Okay. Let us take the first sentence. Have you ever visited Japan? Now, children, what type of sentence is this? Is this a statement? Is it telling something? No, it is asking something. So whenever we are asking something, what type of punctuation we should use at the end? We should use question mark. So let us write here, have. Now see, since have is in the beginning of the sentence, we will write it with capital letters. Okay. Have you ever visited Now, Japan is a name of a country, so it should be written in capital letters. So write it down in capital letters and put a question mark. Okay children? Now, let us go to the next sentence. We will visit Agra in December. Now, there are two proper nouns in this sentence. we have Agra, which is name of a place. Okay, and then we have December, which is name of a month. Okay, these both are proper nouns. So we will write them in capital letters. Okay, now is this a statement? Okay, is this a statement or a question? No, this is a statement. We are telling something. Okay, we are declaring something. We are expressing an idea, and therefore we will put a full stop in the end. Okay, so now since V is the first letter, we will be writing in capital letters. We will visit Agra in December. Okay. Okay, so here I have written Agra in capital and December in capital letters. Okay, I put full stop. Now let us go to the next type of questions. Okay, next set of sentences. Okay, children. So now we will be doing the next set of sentences. Okay, the third sentence is, teacher, may I drink water? Now first of all, let us understand this type of sentence. What kind of sentence is this? This is a question. So at the end we will be having question mark. Now there is one more punctuation which will be added here. Teacher, read the sentence again. Teacher, may I drink water? Okay. Now here this word teacher. Okay, it is an addressee. Okay, we are addressing our teacher. Okay, we are addressing and calling out to the teacher. Okay, the sentence is like that. Okay, you are asking something to the teacher. So what we will put after teacher? Exactly, we will put comma, because whenever we are addressing someone, when we are calling out to someone, we always put comma. So the answer is like this. Now teacher is the first word, so it will be in capital letter. Teacher, comma, may. Now I is in small letters here, but do we write I in small letters? No, we don't write I in small letters, we write in capital letters. Okay, may I drink water? Put a question mark there. Okay. Now the next one. My favorite subjects are English, Hindi and Science. Now what kind of punctuations we can put? There are 3 subjects in there. Okay, and we need to separate these words. So how we will separate? By adding a comma. Okay, so we will be writing my favorite subjects are. Now English is the name of a subject, so it will be in capital letters. English, comma, Hindi, and Science. Okay, children. So we have done one type of questions. Okay, we have done 4 sentences of a particular set of questions. I hope you have understood how you have to do this type of question. Okay, now let us go to the next set of questions. Okay, children. Now let us move to our next question. Children, the question is like this. Take the correct word from the brackets. Now what you have to do, children, these are the sentences given. Okay, in between the sentences, there is a bracket with 2 options. Okay, and these options are the words having the punctuation apostrophe. what you have to do, you have to choose the word which is using the correct punctuation. Okay, the word which is properly applying the punctuation apostrophe, you have to take that. Okay, now the first one is, he isn't my neighbor. Now see children, in this the first one is apostrophe and not is given, whereas in the second ISN is together and the letter O is removed, and in place of that we have used apostrophe. Now children, if you remember your previous classes, whenever I have taught you capital letters and punctuation, and also whenever I have taught you, when right now we have revised, I have told you that the word apostrophe, the punctuation apostrophe is used in short forms where one or two letters are omitted. Okay, when we remove one letter, okay, from the word, between words, okay, when we remove a letter or letters between words, we always use apostrophe in place of it. Now here we haven't removed any word, okay, we haven't removed any word. These two are separate words. So is this the correct answer? No, this is not the correct answer. The answer will be isn't. Okay, always remember children, whenever we have these type of words, is not, they will, or he is or she is, we put apostrophe when we remove letters from them. Okay, for example, look here in this word I am. Okay, I am is formed how? By removing the letter A and putting apostrophe. Okay, understood children? So this is the way we have to do the first sentence. Now let us read the second sentence. My father's office is in Delhi. 1 minute children. Now see children, in the second sentence, there is an apostrophe after father, and the second option you see apostrophe S after father. Now which is the correct answer here? First of all, let us see whether this is a singular or plural naming word. This is a singular naming word. Yes, we are talking about one person here. So where we'll put the apostrophe? We will put apostrophe S. Correct. This is the second answer. Okay. We will be putting apostrophe S. Why we put apostrophe S? Children, in the revision, I have told you, and also when I have taught you this lesson, that whenever we are using apostrophe to show a belonging and we have a singular naming word, we always use apostrophe S. Understood? Now, the third one. They'll come for the match. Again, children, we can see here there is no removing of letters in the first option, whereas here the letters W and I is removed, and in place of that apostrophe is put. So which is the correct word here? The answer is they'll. Okay, the answer here is they'll. Okay, now fourth one. He parked his vehicle near the girls' school. Now see children, here there is in the first option we can see apostrophe S, and here we can only see apostrophe. I have already given you the answer here. Okay, why we have written, we have put a tick mark here? Because children, we are talking about girls. We are talking about many girls. Okay, the school is belonging to many girls. Okay, it's a plural naming word, and that is why we have put an apostrophe after S. Okay, we have only put apostrophe, not apostrophe S. Okay, children. So these were the exercises which you have to do right now. Okay, copy them down. Okay, understand this thing. Watch the videos if it is not clear to you. Okay, and I'm sure that you have understood it very well. Okay, now children, we have come to the last day of our class. Okay, 15th we will be having a doubt class. If you have any doubts regarding the worksheet, okay, or regarding the exercises or any chapters, please do ask in the doubt class. Okay children, so happy holidays and take care.